Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back 18. I am here with yet another interview watch from SB19. I have wanted to watch this one ever since I found out that it existed because I have a lot of respect for this interviewer. I think that he is fantastic and I think that he is very kind to his interviewees, his guests, and he asks a lot of good questions. So I am excited to see what this one is going to entail. But we are watching the Zach Sang interview with SB19 during their American tour, late 2022, I believe this was. And I'm incredibly excited. I love listening to them talk about their story because they had a very turbulent one, obviously. They had a lot of things that went wrong and a lot of things that went right. And so I really enjoy listening to their stories and what they went through. So I am excited to see what this one is going to, what they're going to talk about in this one. I feel like they have a lot more to say now that they are much further into their journey, because I did watch something along the lines of an interview recently with the one that I watched from Character Media, but that technically wasn't an interview because it was just like a fun game. So I don't really know from them what it's like during the current era, but obviously this is almost 2 years old at this point, so it's not new, but it is pretty new. So I am intrigued to see what they're going to be talking about, and I'm always excited to have some fun moments, some serious moments, and get to talk about it with y'all, and I think it's going to be fun. So yeah, I'm going to say this in like every video that I filmed today, just to make sure that everything is up to speed, but I'm currently testing out a new way to film. I usually use a compressor on my microphone that allows me to talk while a video is going, so that I'm able to be heard without there being any problems, but I realized that I don't really think I need one, and it usually just makes the video sound weird. So I'm trying to not do that anymore. I'm trying to work through it. So let me know if you hear any difference, and if there's a notable difference at that. It might just be the same for you, but I'm such a stickler for details, and I notice everything in my videos that I think is lacking. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but yeah. And also I'm going to go and get my mic cover, so we're gonna get a different look on this one, because I realized that I think it does help a little bit as well with a lot of my mouth sounds, so I'll be getting that as well. So in the next clip you're gonna see my pink mic cover that's also pink, but yeah, anyway, that's all I had to say really. So sit back, relax, and let's get into a fun little interview, hopefully. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's go ahead and get into this. This is SB19 WYAT, where you're at Bazinga, touring America, creative process, and more on the Zach Sang Show. I am very excited to get into this. Like I just said in the intro, I really enjoy this guy's interviews. I've watched ones for Stray Kids and NCT, I believe, and a bunch of other different groups, not on camera though, but in my own spare time, and I've really enjoyed them because, again, I think he has very good questions, and he seems to really care about actual music, and he's not just somebody who's like, oh, who would you like to collab with, and like that kind of interviewer. And I really appreciate it from a standpoint of, you actually want to get to know the artists, not just like get these very not very deep questions. I want to know more about what's going on in their brains. So I like that sort of stuff. But yeah, hopefully everything will go well with understanding everything. I feel like I'm pretty good in my brain today, but we'll see how this goes. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what is up and have a good time. Let's go.
Hey guys, we are
SB19.
and we just got interviewed by the Zach Sang Show.
Yes, check us out by searching SB19 Official or Official SB19 in all social media platforms.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Hello, beautiful human. Thanks for clicking on our
Hi.
conversation with SB19. I'm really excited to get to know these guys. Our interview today being delivered to you by GoPuff. I love GoPuff. They are changing the way we get stuff delivered. They are the convenience store. Thousands of items available on one app, right in the palm of your hand. So freaking easy. From booze to snacks, electronics to home goods, they got you covered. And I know you're going to have to get something delivered eventually, so why not go puff it? Save $10 on your first 2 orders if you use my code, ZAC10. That is ZAC10. You'll save $10 off your first 2 orders. I'm thirsty.
All right.
I got my Celsius from GoPuff. Also, there's a link in the description if you want to download the app. Real easy. Go Puff it, baby. It's the best convenience store out there. They're my faves. Okay, SB19, let's get them in here. Let's talk.
Let's go. Little quick ad there, but it's okay. I understand the grind. Ba-da-da.
Hello, beautiful human. I am Zach. That is Dan. We welcome to the studio.
Hi.
SB19.
Hello, everyone. Good to
His
be
hair
here.
looks so
Can
nice.
you do like a little around the room here? I wanted.
I just said his hair, but I hope you understand. I hope you understood that I meant like all of them. I just didn't say all of them. I just said he, but they all look really nice right now. Very like, they got a nice like mix between like cool and also cozy. I like it.
Hello, everyone. Good to
Hi.
be here.
Like, can we do like a little around the room here? I want to just meet everybody. Make sure I have like identity to the face, really to
Okay.
the hair. Okay.
To the hair.
Pablo.
Okay, I'm Pablo.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you? Nice hair.
I'm great. I'm doing great. LA is great.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it stressful?
Well, we've been here and everything's really chill and calm compared to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, before
Oh
we went
right,
here, we
New
went to
York.
And
That's
compared
different.
to the Philippines, definitely, it's pretty chill.
Really?
Yeah.
How about work-wise?
Work-wise, well, every day we have a schedule, and it's really hectic. But you know, it's all to promote the Filipino music. So
It's worth it.
Yeah.
great.
All right.
Stell,
Yes, I'm here.
Hi.
Yeah, what's up?
how are you?
Well, I'm kind of excited for today. You know,
Kind of.
talking with you and to Dan. Yeah,
Dan's the highlight.
yeah. I watch your videos and I can't believe I'm here in front of you.
Aw,
Well,
it
thanks
must
for
be
watching.
crazy.
No,
Thanks for inviting us.
well, you guys have really. You got to thank your fans too.
Yeah.
They are, and we're gonna dive into it really deep, but they are definitely at the core of your success.
Yes.
And-
Definitely.
At the darkest of moments, your fans are the ones that really turned it all around for you all.
Yeah.
That's right.
Of
It's really
course.
wild, the story. So we'll get into
Yeah,
it.
they definitely. You know, sometimes people mention and talk about like people already being famous from the beginning, if they're from like a big company or something like that. But they were like one of the first in their company, and like they had basically nothing from the beginning, and it is really impressive to see how far they've come. Like it wasn't like a I can't show a graph really well like this. It wasn't a 0, it wasn't a 50 to 100 or like a 80 to 100. It was a full 0 to 100, you know, from like the beginning to the end, or not the end obviously, but till today. It's been such a growth.
I thank you for being here. Excited to have you here.
Thank you.
He looks
Ken?
so nice with his hair pulled back.
What a name.
Ken?
Ken Barbie.
Yeah,
Yep.
Barbie.
there's a lot of Kens.
Yeah, there is.
Nice hair though.
I think I'm different from all the Kens out there.
Oh, what a
because
nice.
I'm
You're a
not
chicken.
Barbie's boyfriend.
I'm different because
What
I'm not
inspired
in
your hair?
Barbie.
It's red.
It's because of I watch a lot of animes, and
Ah,
if I see a character that there is a red hair anime character, then that would be my favorite anime character.
all right.
Shanks, One Piece.
So inspired by anime.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's your
I also have that with like purple and blue haired people, which is why I really like what Josh is rocking right now. But that's me too when I watch anime. I'm like, oh, you got a cool hair color.
favorite thing to watch?
One Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah.
I understand.
there's a
I still
character.
haven't
You
delved
see
into
Shanks.
it.
Shanks.
I'm learning.
Shanks.
I don't know anime.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I, have
I
friends who are
can't
obsessed
tell.
with it, though.
Yeah, I can't tell right now. I
have
don't
a
have a.
name anime.
An actual friend named Anime?
Yeah. I
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
They're
because
sharing their identity with a whole genre of cartoons.
I mean, there is one
Must
person
be
I
a lot
know.
to unpack every day. Justin,
What's up? It's Justin.
how are you?
You sound so
well, I'm enjoying the
shy.
sceneries here in LA.
What's your favorite part about being in America?
Well, I think here in LA, I love the weather, though it's
Yeah.
it's kind of
Definitely.
unpredictable, but I'm loving the cold weather.
It's
What
cold.
is the worst part about being in America?
Maybe speaking in English.
Makes sense.
because our
I was gonna say like this is an interesting question. How are they gonna answer this in a way that doesn't like trigger many people? But I understand that though. Is it really cold in LA? I mean, compared to the Philippines, probably because like they're like closer to the equator than America is, at least in most places. But I don't know.
speaking kills has time limit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it expires. It
You'll
goes
know.
only for 3 hours.
Later on, you'll know.
It stops working.
Well, because it gives so
Same.
much energy, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's not.
It's hard to.
There's
think
there goes a block.
What are you going to say and your grammar and all?
Yeah, I
It's a lot.
understand.
I thought you were going to say diabetes, avoiding it. But English makes sense too. I get it. Okay, Josh.
Hello, what's up?
Like, are these all your real names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I know.
I don't
no,
know.
except him.
And
Um,
and
Well, my real name is Paulo.
Okay,
But I just changed it to Pablo.
got it.
So his real name is Philip.
My real
John?
name is Philip,
And you
but
went to
Philippe.
my
Ken.
nickname is Ken.
Oh, nickname.
Yeah.
Mm.
Why Ken?
I don't know. We should ask my mother. Like, you know,
Hey, Mom.
Philip was given to me by my grandfather, and the name Ken was given to me by my mom.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
Justin, hello. Cool purple hair.
No, it's Josh.
Oh,
Josh, Jesus.
you said it wrong.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. I know it's kind of
a lot of
confusing.
so
people
embarrassing.
are confused as well.
They have quite a few
That's really
J's. Well,
Why
two.
purple though?
I didn't really know as well, but I was supposed to go red, but because it's
He's
my
already got
favorite
it.
color, but he has got it already, so I have to go to a different color. And I thought
You
of
should have done
purple,
double red.
And yeah, well, it suits me.
It suits you indeed, and it is the best color, objectively. Even though I'm not wearing it today, because I don't really own any purple clothing, because it's hard to find, because nobody sells it. But it is objectively the best color, and you can't say anything else. Truly.
It does,
Who
actually.
told you?
Well, myself.
Who told you that?
That's what matters, right?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you for introducing yourselves. Sorry that I messed up your name.
No, it's
No
okay.
problem.
It's Jace.
Totally fine.
My bad. I'm really fascinated here because this is something different. This is P-pop, is that correct?
Yeah.
Can you define what Filipino pop is?
Well, to be honest, Filipino pop or the term P-pop is just a term for the Filipino music to be distinguished within the global scene.
Mhm.
But besides the language that we use, like I think pop in general is very universal. So
Yeah.
the same elements and everything. And I think what we bring to the table is, well, whenever we make music, we make our own music, like 100%, even the music videos and whatnot. So I think what we bring to the table is the journey or the experience of the Filipinos, us, all Filipino members. And we every time we try to create or write our music, it's always about our journey, our experiences in life. So basically, maybe that's what makes P-pop or Filipino music.
So highly authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like fully, at least for in their case, it's made by Filipinos for Filipinos in some cases, but also just for a global audience. It's really cool. I like hearing them talk about this and like brag about it basically because it just makes my heart happy because I feel like this should be a standard. It's not really a standard because like I feel like there's always so many steps in the processes where it's like there's got to be a songwriter, there's got to be a producer, there's got to be directors that are not group members, you know? But with this group and some others, but not many, it's like they have a full creative direction, a full control over their music. And I love that. Again, I've talked about it multiple times, but I love just being able to know that who I'm watching is the one who is behind the music, you know?
Highly authentic.
Was there an audition process for you all to come together?
Yes.
It was.
What was it like?
It was really hard for me. I was working in a BPO company before I auditioned.
What's that?
It's
Call
am I
center.
allowed to say the company?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, you were working for another company. Okay, another entertainment company.
Yeah, it's,
Understood.
Yeah, it's a real estate company.
Oh, a real estate.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
got it. You working in real estate?
yeah, different industry.
Yeah, duh. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's very
No,
different.
It's always been my dream to perform on stage, and I worked in that company for a year and a half, and then I just realized, and I just don't want to do this anymore. So I auditioned in that company, and I'm happy that we're here right now.
So, where was everybody else? Like, how did the audition get to you? How did you find it? How did you know that somebody was looking to make a
me and
band?
Sel was actually we were group mates. We were group mates for a dance troupe before. We were competing. We were going outside the countries and stuff. Then we realized that we wanted to step up to upper games. Then we auditioned for this company, and then Justin and Ken was a good friend of mine, so I thought of them when we were making the group, and yeah,
He's
that-
basically the recruiter of all the members.
You really brought everybody together.
Yeah,
well,
basically.
kind of.
we
Except
could
for
put it that
Pablo,
way,
but
it's
basically.
of course, it wouldn't be possible if they didn't put effort into it.
yeah,
And
of
how did you
course.
find each other?
Well, I was the only one who didn't know any of them.
Yeah.
I was just I always dream of performing on stage, but I never really auditioned for contests and whatnot. I just I'm really into Korean culture, so I went to a Korean cultural center and study their language, and I met a teacher there of a language and dancing, and she recommended me to audition in their company. So I did, and then yeah, I got accepted, and that's where it unfolded.
So, what was it like when you met each other all for the first time? Like,
that's
when
crazy.
it all finally clicked as one?
We didn't really click.
Yeah, until now, it wouldn't really click until now.
Until now,
It's,
in this moment.
for me it's weird, but me and Josh were on the same group before we start auditioning for this company, for this crew. But meeting everyone is kind of, as an extrovert, I'm happy to meet a lot of people.
As an
But at the same
extrovert.
time, it's kind of weird knowing that we will be formed to be in one group. But
He looks so pretty right now. I'm sorry to pause right as he's speaking because I'm very obviously interested in what they're talking about. But yeah, I also think about that all the time. Like, what does it truly feel like to join, like, a group? And then, like when you're just auditioning, you don't really think about that maybe, but then you realize, oh, I'm going to be spending years with these people. And I just got to be okay with all of them. Like, I think a lot of groups are very lucky to have found people that they even consider friends, because I feel like I would struggle a lot with like just joining a musical group and then realizing I'm going to spend many years with these people. I feel like that'd be quite an interesting experience, you know?
it was kind of challenging because meeting different people and of course adjusting to everyone is kind of it's a different thing from knowing my friends like Josh, but yeah, I'm used to them. Yeah.
I'm used to them.
Now.
It didn't click at first, but do you remember when it actually did click?
Well, up until now, we're still really figuring it out. Honestly, I was scammed because our manager or the CEO of the company told me that I was going to be a solo artist. But then, yeah, I was like included in the group, and
So are you regretting it?
no, of course not.
We have it so good that I don't regret it. But oh my goodness, really? So it was kind of like Suga of BTS situation. They were like, you're gonna be a producer and you're just gonna maybe be working like solo if you do work in the musical industry. And then they're like, nope, you're just gonna go into a group and you're gonna dance.
I'm really, really happy with these guys, and I learned a lot from them. But we're still working it up, and I think because since
It's
we
a
have
process.
different personalities, it's really hard for us to like adjust with each other's personalities, and unlike other groups, we're not housed in one home.
That
So you're
also
separate
does.
when you go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all separate. We just meet when we go to our studio.
But is there a little bit of healthiness to that? Or
I
would you
think
rather
so,
all be
yeah.
living together?
I think there's pros and cons. Well, when we try living together, but when we live together,
We don't talk to each
we
other.
don't
talk to
talk.
each other.
Like, no talking to each other.
Just go home and
I
rest.
guess that's because we were on tour that time, and everyone's really
Yeah,
tired.
you're working, yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to rest when we go home, but we didn't really talk. Like even going out to eat, we didn't do that.
That's interesting, right?
I understand that though from like a perspective because even if you're an extrovert in Stell's case, and I believe that some of them are pretty extroverted as well, you're still tired after work. Like even though it would be nice to spend more time with these people, obviously you're already spending a lot of your time with them with practicing and recording and work stuff. Like right now they're together, but like I think honestly for me I would prefer not living together at least like full time, because I feel like it would be really exhausting, like in terms of like I love living by myself. I think it's such a great thing, but then being able to like spend time with people, sometimes it's nice.
But because you kind of, what is it like in the studio then?
Well,
Just work.
we're like robots during those times. Not
But-
like, 'cause
But
we-
right now it's really fun.
yeah,
you
it's
know?
really fun right now. But before it was really different because we're trying to really what do you call this? Like get a big shot or get a big opportunity, but we're just trying our best, just working on it, working on our crafts before when we don't really know what's coming ahead of us.
So that kind of brings me to like how you all. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like there was a certain point in the group's history where like it was looking bleak and
Yeah.
not looking great, and there was a video that ends up going viral of some person dancing to your record.
Yeah.
And it really changes everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
changed
Oh
everything.
yeah, about that.
It was after our debut, so we released a song, and then after that we felt like, oh, nothing happened. It's like
Yeah,
no one's
we-
supporting us, no one knows us. Only like maybe 10 or 14 people. Are
Yeah, for us it
supporting
means the world to us. The music video of Go Up, it was a song Go Up,
Yeah.
and it means the world to us. We thought that we're gonna go big after this song releases, but then afterwards we released it. Nothing has
Nothing
changed.
has changed as
Yeah,
well.
this and then one day we released a dance practice video, and then
Someone
overnight it got
Yeah.
viral and stuff. Then we were really surprised.
Actually,
People
Yeah.
were starting to recognize us.
someone just retweeted our video in Twitter, and then a lot of people recognize it already. So thanks to that person.
Yeah, we're really thankful.
Just a quick.
It's crazy that like I think about it quite a bit after I heard the story that like one person was able to like cause a movement, and I think that's really interesting about the internet and something that I actually really love about the internet. There's so many things about the internet that I don't really enjoy, a lot of negativity, for example. But I love that like one person can cause a shift in a positive direction, because maybe things wouldn't have worked out if that one retweet didn't happen. That's quite a crazy thing to think about, obviously, but it's very well possible that like things might have ended there. And I'm incredibly happy that they didn't, but there's a possibility,
background. We didn't really come from like a big company. We're from a small company, and everything was really hard. So when we were training, we trained for 3 years before we debuted. And after we debuted, our first single didn't really make it. So we thought that when we release our second single, it will be our last. And when we released it, it didn't really work. And we were losing hope, and we're about to quit because it's really hard in the Philippines financially. We don't have like allowances and to give to our family because we have responsibilities. But
Yeah.
after we uploaded the dance practice video, just like what Justin said, someone posted it. I think her name is Lyra. So thank you, Lyra, if you're watching right now. It
Thanks.
got
Shout out to
viral,
you.
and, it snowballed from there, and we're really, really thankful because slowly we're achieving our goals and our dreams together.
Aw.
It is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's really
It is.
pretty wild.
So,
To
do
think
you feel
about.
responsibility to create quality music to match the support that you guys now have?
Yes, we always have that pressure in us. Like we always have to up our game, and we always try to go beyond our expectations. Like show something new. Even here in our tour, we know that we will be performing the same songs and same set, but we always try to do spontaneous things. So just so the fans could have a different experience. So in New York, different experience. LA, different experience. And of course, we even if we're already artists, we still attend workshops.
Yeah.
I like
learn
that
new
a lot
things
as
like
well.
roller skates for our music video and concert. and things.
Roller skating.
So yeah, I think it's like we can't settle down because there are a lot of talented artists, and we're trying
Yeah.
to promote Filipino music all over the world. So we want to give a good impression that the world would really get interested.
So creatively, how do you break?
I love that too. That is something that I also really appreciate is that even though you're already established, you never stop learning new things. I really appreciate that as well because I feel like when some people they train, they like learn things, and then they get to the top, and then they kind of stagnate in terms of personal growth, and sometimes people even like go down, I should say, become less talented as time goes, because they don't upkeep. And I really love that they and Pablo mentioned that like they still work on new things and still work on upping the quality of just not only their music but like just their performance and them as a whole. I really appreciate that. I really love that.
Get down in the studio. Who does what?
So everything is a collective effort. Our main choreographer is Stel. Our what do you do?
What do you do?
Director.
Conceptualizing.
I make the music and produce the music with them, and other also help in
Choreographies.
creating the choreographies and whatnot. So if not entirely made by us, we get some help from our staff and other people, but everything.
It's just cool to say all our staff.
So-
I like that.
How does the song start usually? Are you getting production? Are you coming up with lyrics? Do you want to tell a story? What is it?
Well, basically what I do is that I ask the members of what they're feeling right now or what they want to say, what they want to release. Besides that, I ask what genre they want to try. And from that, I try to build up. For example, since we're on tour, everybody's missing their families and their parents and their loved ones. I made a song called Mapa, which directly translates to map in English. It's called Mapa because Mama and Papa together. So it's like a song to give tribute or give thanks to all the people who guided us.
I don't remember how closely they released. Obviously, Mappa was already released at this point, but maybe it was written during touring time. Then, if you like mentioned that, that's really sweet though. I really like Mappa. It's such a great song. I really like. It's a bop, but it's also a sad bop.
In our journey. So it's like that. Like we also made a song for all the haters out there, all the haters who have been.
That's not
hating
me.
on
I'm
us, but in a
just
positive
kidding.
way. We took it in a positive way.
Yes.
Like all of the journey that we had, we just try to make it into a song.
Yeah.
Are there people who hate you?
Yeah, there are a lot.
Of course.
Because what we do in the Philippines.
People hate everything. That's something that I also have tried, like, basically my whole life. Ever since I first came onto the internet and realized what a cesspool of hate and just awful things that are on the internet, I try to offset that in the best way I can, which is sharing my love for things and also sharing, like, we have this little space where I share what I love and you guys share what you love to me, and we sort of have this back and forth, and I really enjoy that. But yeah, people will dislike anything because I think this is just something that has happened over the last, well, it's always existed, but I think the internet has somehow accelerated it, where people's emotions about things are incredibly heightened. I never really say hate. I don't hate anything except for, I don't know, murderers, maybe. There's nothing that I hate because I feel like there's no reason to dislike something so strongly that you hate it because it's not your style. Why would you say you hate something that's not that way? I only hate things that are detrimental and hurtful to humans and animals and the environment. That's the only things I really hate, is things that cause harm. So, I don't know. Anyway, sorry for that rant. I'm just saying that people will hate if it can breathe. Well, not even just that. People hate many things.
Are there people who hate you?
Yeah, there are
Of
lots.
course, because what we do in the
Of
Philippines
course.
is not very common. Like, it's a new thing, so I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell this, but I think there's some kind of closing the doors, like those kinds of people, like they don't open their minds. To
Yes,
but now
it's very-
they're slowly
A
realizing.
lot of
Yeah.
close-mindedness. Exactly.
Then
But
when
no,
we
the-
were
yeah,
when we
now-
were
now
starting,
it's really
when we were
different.
starting, like, everyone says that we're a copycat, like we're just copying other other
Artists.
countries,
Yeah.
music or
Yeah.
what they're doing. But that didn't really stop us. We just like pushed through, and then when we were like when people are starting to recognize us, that's when they turned.
Yeah,
Totally.
exactly.
Those are Filipinos and whatnot, but just have to do your thing.
Exactly. I remember talking about this on Cultural Clash too, where people will hate you until they realize that there's many people who like you. You know what I mean? Like, I remember from my beginning, for example, even though there's a lot of people who have come to me, and by the definition, if more people come, more people are gonna dislike me. But I've really found the opposite. That, like, yeah, sure, there's some people here and there who are really mean to me, but I feel like in the beginning, people did not like me, really. And I know that is quite a interesting thing to say, of course, but I don't know. I think that as soon as you start to become accepted by more people, because obviously I do have a very nice audience, you guys are lovely, but as soon as people start to be accepted, then people are like, oh, I guess we should be accepted of you now as well, because, like, what if people realize that I was hateful towards this person that is now popular? That is not very good for my image, But anyway, I don't know. I can't believe it, honestly.
Success has many fathers. Failure is an orphan.
Yeah.
How do you guys handle the hate or the negativity?
Well, at first,
we,
God
we
is
just
really-
cry. I'm just kidding, but yeah, as what
Head
I
pats?
said, we just turn it into, in positive way. We made songs out of it, and that really helped us. So keep the hit coming.
But
Keep
when
the
we
hate
were
coming
starting,
so we can
it's
make more
really
music that'll
affecting
make us
our
money.
mental state of mind. Well, but we just try to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Try to motivate each other, and just try to look away from the social media, because when you're in there, you get lots of negativity and whatnot. But
Yeah.
you just try to listen to the people who are trying to bring you up, saying positive comments. But when we were starting, it really hurt.
Yeah,
Really hurt.
I
Are
understood.
there a lot of other people making
Yeah,
music?
I understand. that it does hurt. And I'm happy that they have each other as well, because I'm sure with a lot of solo artists it might be really difficult, like solo creators, for example, like me, but also solo artists, like it can become really difficult and you can get really sucked into it, where it becomes your entire life, even though you don't want it to be, but it just kind of happens because what else are you supposed to do, you know? But yeah, I'm happy that most of what I get right now is positivity and criticism that is constructive criticism. And I hope that that is going to be what they are mainly experiencing in the future, because they deserve it, because they are really incredible people.
Music like yours in the Philippines?
Yeah, a lot of groups have been, you know, like popping out.
Emerging,
Like,
yeah.
When we started, we're the only one. And then right now, I think there are 10 up more groups right
Yeah.
now in the
Yeah.
Philippines
Really great.
doing
Yeah.
this kind of genre.
Oh, wow.
I'm happy about it. They
That's-
were a
and-
trendsetter.
But it's still new.
Yeah, it's still
It's
new.
still new. Of course,
It's
but
it's still not like accepted by the major Filipinos. The
because it's
genre.
traditional
but-
in our country, but nowadays I think it's changing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'm
evolving
happy
already.
about that.
So we're getting there.
We're
Where you
getting
at?
there.
Where did that song start? How did it come to be?
Where You At is about reconnection. So basically, we had pandemic.
Yeah.
Like we're not able to go outside, not able to watch movies, which I really like, which I really enjoy. We didn't really get to see each other. So basically,
Just Zoom.
What we wanted is to, even though we're far away from each other, we'd like to reconnect through this song. So the song is about having the peace and enjoying the company of the people you love, because that's what really matters for us. Like people tend to like oversee or take everything for granted.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
But when it's not there, you will feel like you feel lost. So for us, we try to what do you call this? We try to like emphasize that certain feeling wherein you get to meet people, you get to talk to your friends face to face. It's a small thing if you think about it, but if it's not there, like you suddenly
Yeah.
feel lost.
you
Okay.
miss it, yeah.
So how do you?
I love that music video. I love the eras that they use. It's very, yeah, it's a very concept strong music video.
How do you capture that in a song? Does it start with production? Do you come up with a lyric? Does it start with a title?
Do I come up with a title? I think when I try to make a song, I don't usually come up with a title first, but then I just try to say or write whatever's in my mind. So sometimes I write poetry, but in this case, I wrote the song like really quickly, like just saying the thoughts in my mind. I would really love to spend time with all of these guys right now, and since the pandemic happened, even though we didn't get to see our fans, social media and all the people who have been supporting us have been really good to us.
Yeah.
Some other artists really, had it bad, but we're really, really blessed that we have our fans 18 to support us, even though it's pandemic. And I think it even propelled us higher.
What do you think they saw in you through that dance video?
During Go Up.
Yeah, what did they connect with, the fans? Like, why do you think that went viral? And today, like, why do you think they support you?
Well, we don't really have any idea.
What do you
Because
mean?
of our
Synchronization, yeah.
So
Oh, yes,
actually,
exactly.
in the Philippines, there's not much dance groups there.
There are lots of dance groups there.
I mean,
However,
Maybe
for-
because
for-
of the
for,
lack
you know,
of
like,
training, I guess.
Yeah.
no,
Just appreciate our performance in that dance video.
yeah,
It's
and
kinda new
maybe the
for
song
them.
as well. It has a good message. They said
Yeah, good message, good sound. I love Go Up. It is such a beautiful song, and I don't know. I'm addicted to it, honestly.
and
kinda new
maybe the
for
song
them.
as well. It has a good message. They said it was not cringy for a pop group like us. It has a
Cringy.
good message, and then the dance then synchronization.
And I think
Yes.
the beauty of the whole choreography.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's very
Of course,
pretty.
you did it.
So you do all the choreography?
The choreography.
Sometimes it depends. But most of our songs, it's not only me. It's a group effort. Yeah.
Have you been?
But
how long
he's
have
the
you been
lead,
dancing
I
for?
guess.
I started dancing when I was, if I'm not mistaken, 6 years old. My parents always pushes me to, when we have family gatherings. Oh, you dance in front of your uncles. with
That's a
your-
thing in the
yeah,
Philippines.
that's a thing in the Philippines.
Sing.
And
Yeah, same
well,
here.
Before I don't know that I have this talent in singing. I only focus on dancing. But yeah, and
That's
then when I'm
crazy.
in high school, I joined a lot of groups.
That's true.
For I joined folk dance and then ballroom dances.
Wow.
And after that, yeah, hip hop.
I want to see him do ballroom. Has he had any videos like that? Maybe it was very short amount of time, but I feel like he would be. Oh, I'm just seeing it in front of me right now. It would be incredible. Please let me know if he's done anything like that because I would eat it up. I would love it.
folk dance and then ballroom dances,
Mm.
and after that, yeah, hip hop groups, and then yeah,
Yeah, and that's
until now I'm learning and still.
yeah. Estelle told me that when he auditioned for a dance troupe, he
I didn't dance.
he didn't
I didn't dance.
he sang.
Yeah.
He sang a novelty song in the Philippines.
And you got in?
yeah,
Yeah.
the coach was really like
Confidence.
interested with him.
Because of the confidence level.
There is
Because that is very confident to just go up to a dancing audition and just sing. That is very confident indeed.
something like a lot of people sing in the Philippines.
Yeah.
What is like karaoke such a big deal?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
What like? But I feel like everybody has a good voice.
It's because of the
I think-
culture,
I
I
think-
think. Yeah,
I
the
think
culture.
Filipinos have this innate ability to, when it comes to music,
Mhm.
they can sing or
A
like
lot of
tune
musicality.
their voices in the music.
Yeah.
So I think since karaoke is a thing in the Philippines, I think they get to practice their singing ability skills.
In the Philippines, you could just
I feel like we need that in Sweden because I feel like such an asshole whenever I do this. I just have so many pet peeves. I don't know, it's the neurodivergency. But whenever I'm singing with people in like a group and they sing off key, I feel so. I know that I have had singing training because I was in a choir for a few years. So I know that many people do not have any singing training, but it's still like just being on key, I've always thought is not that hard. So like we need to do that here. We need to be okay with singing in front of other people. You don't like there was many times in school where if we had singing exercises, people would just not sing. They would just like mime the words. And I need that to come here. Please just let that be something that happens in Sweden. Thank you. And in many places too. I feel like the whole of Scandinavia could use some I don't know. We're such an introverted country. I feel like we need it.
I think they get to practice their singing ability skills.
in the Philippines, you could just rent out a karaoke anytime, when parties, birthdays, or any holidays. They rent
There's like always
karaokes.
viral videos of people singing karaoke in the middle of a mall, and,
Yeah.
it goes viral, and it's always in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Well, someone was just singing Fireflies before you guys walked in.
Oh, really?
What are you thinking over there?
Does dancing come naturally to everyone, or is there somebody who kind of like has trouble picking up on the choreography?
Honestly, I have trouble picking up choreographies. I'm really bad at memorizing steps. Yeah, I'm really, really bad. So
But
I
you're a good
take
dancer.
extra time.
But you're a good
practicing.
dancer.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dance
Me
machine.
too. I'm really bad at it.
He is good. He's very
He's
good.
good.
They're all
I think
very
it's-
good.
It depends on your environment.
Yeah.
Like for us, the Philippines, you said that every Filipino knows how to sing. It's because of the culture, I think, and how we get used to our environment. And I think it's the same with dancing. If you grew up dancing, like maybe not competitively or maybe just, then you'll be a decent dancer.
Mhm.
So that goes for everyone.
Mm.
Well, compared to them, the four of them, because they have been competing their lives.
Yeah, they're the
Like
best.
they
I
went
have
to
not.
Singapore. You met You met ano?
Yeah, back,
Yakim.
back,
They met BTS
back
before.
yeah.
2014.
They're even
Yeah.
really famous
Yeah,
in a contest in Singapore.
Me and Josh went to Korea last 2014
To
and
represent.
represent the Philippines because me and Josh were in a group before and we cover K-pop dances.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
yeah, we
We are a
used
fan
to
of-
love.
I still find it so cool that they met BTS, by the way. I'm sort of gonna get back into them, I believe, which is kind of a bad time now because most of the group is in the military now. So I know it's not that great, but I've been really interested in getting back into BTS because I don't know. I feel like the nostalgia is there and I like a lot of their music anyway. So I was like, why should I not? So I believe that soon enough I'm going to be listening to some solo albums from them, BTS. But I still find it really cool that they met them, you know?
Really,
So
yeah, we
K-pop
still love
and-
covering.
Yeah.
Then we went there, competed. Then the organizers surprised us during a concert. They let us meet BTS
BTS
before they
backstage.
went big.
That
Whoa.
was crazy.
It's cool.
Yeah, it was really a memorable experience for us.
So how does that work? Like, somebody just puts on this competition, and then all these different countries are represented?
No, it's kind of a bloody process, you know, because we have to really audition online, audition offline, and then we have to
On-site.
fight over
Oh, geez.
over
Spots,
the
I
title,
guess.
and then we will be represented to another country to fight for another title.
Ugh.
So that's basically our lives during those days. Then that's when we realized we wanted to be an artist ourselves, not just dance
Cover.
competitors. But we really look up to dancers out there. They're really passionate. But for us, I think really singing and dancing and just creating our crafts is really a thing.
Is it televised, or is this just like all like?
Television.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh,
They
so
were
it's like
the
American
champions.
Idol. That's sick.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's like a
dancing.
competition show. I get
Yeah.
it all. Yeah. I feel this. Yeah, but that is intense and that's emotionally taxing too,
Yeah,
Alright.
even
and a lot of pressure.
like not just it doesn't matter really if it's your song or not. Performing it is still very difficult. Like when I did theater, I didn't have to write a play. I have written a play, but we didn't do the play. But like when we did it, it was still someone else's work, but it's still hard to do it, you know?
But yeah, I think those journeys or those experiences is
Helped.
what made us right now. So
Yeah.
we wouldn't be able to get here without those experiences. So we're really glad that we took the risk.
How often are you writing music?
I always think of writing music. Like even when I wake up, sometimes when I wake up and I hear a siren, it's like music already, and I think of a melody that I would make to like put that certain siren into a music. So I think every day. But right now, since it's been so long, our last album, where we will be releasing next year, our second album.
Is it done?
Tag to tag.
We just have to record everything.
Is
Yeah.
this the album? Tell me if I get this wrong. Pag to tag.
Yeah, basically it translates to strength.
So they let us know about it like a year before? Wow, that's crazy. I was gonna say, yeah, that is very interesting and very unique, I guess, to being a songwriter because like I definitely try to live and breathe YouTube and my school, of course, but like it is quite difficult to do so. But it seems like he really lives, breathes music, and that's really cool.
Strengthening.
Strengthen.
Yeah, our first album is Pagsibol. That's called Sprouting. It's like a seed, and now it's an exclamation point. The first one is a question mark, and then this one goes exclamation point. So the seed, and then the strengthening of the tree. So it's called Pagtatag.
Oh, that's cool. How many songs are done already?
So in our first album, I think we have 9 songs, and then in our first EP called
He's not
What?
sure.
He's like, I
He's
don't know.
not sure.
it's 9 songs including the instrumentals. So
But for
basically,
this new album, are any of them done?
for the last album Pagsibol, it's 6. This and the upcoming album is also 6.
Okay.
So like 4 of them is done already.
Okay,
Cool.
all right.
Is this going to be like a series? Is there going to be more than
Yeah,
just this next one?
It's a trilogy actually.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a trilogy. Pag sibol, a question mark, and pagtatag is exclamation point. The last one is simula ayn wakas. Simula ayn wakas. Basically, it translates to start and end, which is a
Oh.
dot.
Period.
Yeah.
Just a dot?
Cool.
Okay.
Are you
Hopefully that's releasing this year. I would love that.
are you writing all these songs? Are you a co-writer on all of them?
I'm urging them as well.
Yeah.
but
So are you guys writing anything or?
well, for the past songs, I have written all of it.
Yeah, most of the songs.
You
But
just spoiled everything.
yeah, but in the future, of course, we will help Pablo as well. Yeah.
But since we have our positions, everyone's doing their own thing, and that makes us the group and
Totally.
work together.
And you get
Yeah.
to know them, right? So they're not imprinted on these songs.
Yeah,
so
of course.
When Pablo brings you guys a song, what are you all looking for?
What are you locking? Oh, I know. What?
What are we all
Like-
looking for? Like,
What are you listening for?
Yeah, what are you listening for? What are you looking for in a song?
For me, I'm always asking Pablo about the message, like the image he imagined when writing the song.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to convey, so that
Because
I can
he's the creative director.
conceptualize
Yeah.
and like
mm,
create something out of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm.
For
Mm.
me, I
Message.
think the sound and the beat, the song. Well, of course, I do the choreography. That's why I need to know what's the song, the beat and the sound looks
It's
like,
all
so
about,
that
yeah.
I can already imagine, or I can, inside my head, I can already make something.
Mm.
Yeah.
And also, he always tells me he wants to be the ending of the song.
What do you-
He told me that I want to be the ending fairy.
The ending fairy.
the one who's going to
No,
end
I'm just
the song.
joking. Yeah, because that time I watch a lot.
I need to listen I need to listen to their songs and see if he truly, how many times he does end a song. Because I do feel like his high notes are quite prevalent at ends of songs, but I really don't know for sure, actually. I need to see.
The one who's going to
No,
end
I'm just
the song.
joking. Yeah, because that time I watch a lot of videos, and there's in K-pop there's a thing they called ending fairy, where the one member he will going to finish the song while doing looking at the camera.
You want
He
that?
wants to be
I
that.
was joking
want
that
that.
time. I said, Pablo, can you make me the ending fairy of this song? And that's Mappa, right?
Yeah, that's Mappa.
And he did.
Mm.
I'm the ending fairy of that song.
Do
Just
you
stand like
rotate
this.
position amongst the group, or
Yeah, I rotate it as much as possible. Because each of us have different abilities, different strengths. So I try to make it as much as possible highlight their abilities in that certain song. So for him, he's really good at rapping as well. For him, he has a very low voice.
Yeah.
So I try to complement everything together and create a very dynamic song.
Yeah.
you
Right,
really,
exactly.
understand see, that's it. Like, you understand everybody. You know their identity. You know their strengths
Yeah.
and weaknesses, and it all it plays a part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really important.
By the way, you got to listen to SB19's music all on Amazon Music. We're gonna put a link in the description below. What are you thinking?
Well, it's saying that Where You At is your first English song, but isn't Bazinga in English too?
Yeah, Bazinga is English too, but it the bridge part of that song is in Filipino, in Tagalog.
Okay.
But for Where You At, WYAT, it's all in English.
Okay. Why was it time to release a full English song?
I guess for the tour,
Honestly,
maybe? I don't know.
When my brother and I made the beat, we felt like this should be in English. We didn't really think that. I don't really think I will be writing an English song. I will be writing Filipino. I just immediately know what language I should use in that certain music, in that certain beat.
That's really cool. I was thinking as well, I mean, obviously, I don't know his process, but I thought also when you make a song about connections, I feel like it also makes sense that it's in English because, English is one of the most spoken languages in the world. I believe it's probably either the second or the third most spoken language in the world. I don't know for sure. I know that Chinese is the most spoken. But anyway, I felt that makes sense, that you also make that in English so that it gets to as many people as possible. At least that's what I think, but okay.
Wow.
Was it hard to record it in English?
Was it hard? Well, it's not really hard to record in English because English is
You
our
say yes,
second
it is.
language. English is our second language. In the books, it's the medium that we use.
Totally.
So most Filipinos are, familiar and
Yeah.
or can understand or speak English.
Yeah.
But of course, it's always an effort to do something that you're not really used to using.
Yeah.
Since of course, Filipino is still the first language that we use.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's hard. What was the hardest
Yeah,
part about it?
there you go. Yeah, not easy.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
is it?
It's the accent. That
Yeah,
we're going to-
pronunciations of some stuff like
words.
three, like those some words with
Yeah.
For
those
to
th and those words like you have to cut the t, like yeah, instead of
Yeah, because they have obviously a very different way. Because I think that I am very lucky because Swedish is, in many ways, very similar pronounced as English. That's why I think many people don't know about that. That English is not my first language. Many people don't know about that. And I think it's because I already speak a language that's very close to it. But if you speak one that is quite similar and or different and has a different sound, then it's very hard to learn those pronunciations because that's something that's ingrained in your head. Like you can learn new words, new phrases in languages, but understanding how to pronounce them and learning how to pronounce them is one of the hardest parts of languages, that's for sure. Like a lot of people say, a lot of you say that I'm very good at pronouncing words in Tagalog, but I don't know if it's true. I think you guys just flatter me.
get.
I think Filipinos are really, perfectionist.
Totally.
Yeah.
When I listen to different countries, for example, Korea, they don't really, use the pronunciation of American or.
They do it in their own way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do it in our own way. And for example, Singapore, they have Singlish,
Yeah.
which is like a localized version of English.
I
Yeah.
thought they were
But
singing well.
Filipinos, we always
Yeah, when I first heard Singlish, I also thought that it was a singing version of English, but then I obviously learned that it was Singapore, from Singapore. So
localized version of English.
I thought
It's
they were
funny.
singing well.
Filipinos,
yeah, exactly.
we
Me
always
too, Josh.
Is this correct? Is this the right pronunciation? Why don't we do it on our own?
What are you thinking?
How's tour been across America? Is this the first time you guys have been here?
Yes,
Yes.
it's the first time.
Yes.
Really
Wow,
good.
that's
I didn't really
crazy.
know what to expect, but it was really overwhelming and massive for us. Most of our tours were sold out, so we were really surprised. Wow.
Yeah, it's
We have an
our journey
audience.
when we started the tour because it's our first time in another country
Yeah.
performing. We're thinking about how will the fans or how will the people receive our performances, or will it be even will they be even interested in
Mhm.
our concert? But so far, most of LA is a sold out concert, so really, really, really thankful and really blessed.
Are you
Yeah.
nervous?
Before we go on stage, of course, we're always
All the
nervous.
time.
Like
I
What do you do
understand.
before you go on stage?
I always say that, for me as well, it was always that way. You can train and, learn everything to a T, but there's always going to be a little bit of nervousness before you go out. And then it just sort of starts flowing. At least that's my process. But I'm sure for them, it's obviously very different than for me because I'm not, I'm not a singer, It's different. It's different for different people, of course, different performers, I should call it.
we do a huddle.
Okay.
We pray.
Do a
We do a huddle. Basically, we try to hype each other up.
Yeah.
It's okay to make mistakes,
Yeah.
but don't. Okay? It's okay to make mistakes,
Yeah.
but don't.
Don't do it.
A lot of
Not
people are
today.
watching us. We're trying to make a good impression, so do good today.
Do as well as you can. And
It's pretty wild.
Don't
that you're on a
try
tour of this
to mess
magnitude.
up.
You're selling out in LA, and then just a couple years ago, you thought that your second single would be your last.
yeah, it's crazy.
Is that wild to think about?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
like
Still
what
unbelievable.
Yeah.
When we watch our old videos, I always, I'm always about to cry. Like it's something really surreal for us, something really unbelievable. Like why us? Why are we here right now? And when we
Just on that note, I just want to say real quick that whenever people say stuff like this, I'm always just like, there's a reason for everything. Like, sure, there's people who get like famous and then we realize that they were not good people, but obviously that is because they were hiding things from us. But with these guys, I can tell that all of what they do is very genuine and comes from a very good place, and they've shown so much love towards other artists and their fans, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, there's a reason why you guys are famous. Of course, there's a reason.
We try to look at other artists. We're not the best. I mean, why us? Why are we here? But since we're here
have
right
something.
now, we just try our best to improve and like cater to the fans, and just be thankful of what we have right now, and just do our best and perform.
Have you have you gotten like a clear answer to that question of why you? Do you need to answer that question?
I guess the authenticity, because when you're performing, when you love performing, I this platform
We
is
can
really,
see
really,
it.
great, because we get to do what we love, we get to enjoy what we love, and at the same time inspire people and motivate people. And I think when you're doing something that you really love, it translates or it transcends to them. They get the message or they get motivated. Really, the message really goes to them. Like they receive it really well.
Yeah, it's like we see people enjoying what they do, and that way we as well enjoy what they do,
And when we do something, we always take pride in what we do, because it's been hard for us. We made it this far, and everyone has been really, everyone has been really doing their best,
Yeah.
and everyone's just trying to achieve their dreams. And we're just thankful to all the fans who have been believing in us ever since the very beginning. Before, 7 people, all out, still all out. 7 people, all out. 2 people, all out. Even when we performed before on a Chinese event audience, they're not even listening to us, but still all out. Because no matter big or small the stage is, you should never regret what you're doing. So we just pour everything out.
Well, SB19, everybody, you gotta listen to the music. Link in the description below. I appreciate you all. Thank you for
so
being
much.
here, and
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much.
sharing your honesty. It means
Beautiful
a lot.
people.
Thank you so much.
All the
Yeah.
music's on Amazon Music. Click, click, click. Please, please, please. SB19, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, that was the Zach Sang SB19 interview. That was really enjoyable. And again, I love listening to them talk. I feel like they are very interesting, charismatic people. And so it just makes me enjoy them a lot more every single time I watch them. And yeah, their whole story is just a story of inspiring and helping others and working as hard as you can to be at the spot you're in. And they definitely have showed that they deserve to be here too, because not only is their music amazing, but it also helps a lot of people, and they are, they're just very kind, and I really love that. But yeah, that was a really enjoyable interview. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't know really what's going to come next for SB19. I haven't planned things out after this point. I just made a schedule for this week, and then we will see what happens after this. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. We'll see where we're going next. I believe there's probably going to be some solos in the future. So look forward to that. But I hope you enjoy this, and I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling good. So now I'm going to go and eat some dinner and get ready to probably do some schoolwork, most likely. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the outro, and I'll say my final things, and then we are done for today. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Alright, my lovelies, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, that was really sweet. like I said, I love listening to them talk, and especially when they talk in English. I don't know. I've talked about this multiple times when I watch other groups as well. It's just become a different thing when I'm listening to them speak in a language that I also understand, so that, you know, there's no need for any middlemen in my understanding of things. I don't have to read subtitles. That just makes it a little more personal. And also, like I said, I love listening to them talk. They look so pretty here too, especially Stella. I don't know what it was. He was like glowing. And I mean, he's always pretty, but like all of them were just like shining, and I loved it. But yeah, I love their message, obviously, and I love their coming off story. So it was really nice to listen. But yeah, like I said just before we got into this outro, I have no clue what I'm doing next. I will be scheduling things up a little bit better, hopefully, in the future. I usually just do it week by week, so I really don't know what's coming next. And today is Thursday, so this is basically at the end of my filming time. So we will see what happens and what I get up to next. But I believe starting next week, we're probably going to be getting solo music. Hopefully. And then I will continue with Showbreak, of course. You guys really showed a lot of love on my first Showbreak video. So I will be doing that also. And I will definitely be doing more interviews if I can find them. There were some that were recommended by you guys, so I will definitely be checking them out, including, oh god, what was it called? There were a couple that were recommended to me, so I'll be checking them out in the future whenever I want to have a little intermission video between the two major series I'm going to be starting for SB19. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and thank you for all the support. And I will see you in the next video. So yeah, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and joining my little family here on YouTube. And if you want to as well, you can go over to my Patreon. There I will have any blocked content that I cannot put on YouTube. So go over there. Everything is free over there, so you can go over there and check things out. You can pledge to me if you want as well. I have it here, but it is just for if you want to support me in a monetary way. And yeah, like this video if you like it, and if you have anything to request from SB19 or any other artist, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.